Pretty good.
I need local projects, so why don't you go first?
They mentioned that Mahoning Valley was one of the biggest investments in the capital budget. So how does that make you feel, and what are we going to see as far as investments in Mahoning Valley?
Well, I think that that was due in part to the organization that the Mahoning Valley put forward. We came out with projects from Columbiana County, Mahoning County, and Trumbull County that would benefit the Mahoning Valley and get the most bang for our buck. And so when we proposed those, the folks that proposed them were very organized. The ones walking out of the room right now, President Tressel really put a lot of effort into this new innovation center that he's trying to propose, and getting $3 million out of a $10 million request, I think, is a great start for them to be able to move that ball down the court. Now, we also had a lot of arts that were vying for a lot of dollars. But we got a considerable amount of money for Dior, for Stamba, and for the Butler Art Museum. Those are three long-standing, very widely used and respected art pieces of our community that desperately needed those dollars in order to move their projects forward. So all in all, I think that I don't have the numbers in front of me, but just in my head as I'm adding them up, I think that we received more than we ever have, at least since I've been around, for capital budget requests. And so I think it's due to the organization and just coming together with the projects that the Valley put forward.
And then with all this attention being paid towards lead and water lately, how important is it to invest in improving these water lines?
Oh, it's incredibly important. I mean, I have two bills out there that I think would really help remedy the situation. I have testimony on the bill that I put forward regarding notification and fixing the lead water lines today. But I think that a lot of that has been taken out of my bill and put into the EPA MBR, which is fine. So either way, I think we're going to get that through. Now, with that being said, it doesn't fix the whole problem. We still have to rebuild the underground infrastructure, and we have to properly fund the rebuild of those infrastructure projects. So I'm hoping that SJR3 will move in the spring so we can get it on the ballot in the fall, which would put $1 billion in infrastructure projects over the next 10 years.
Are any of these projects in the capital bill?
No.
No. So the capital bill doesn't do anything to improve water lines as far as lead?
No, and so we had a couple projects that were submitted, but I don't think they fit the criteria specifically for the capital bill.
So we're not looking at, there's not money for those kinds of issues.
No, and that's what, when I met with Chairman Oschlager, there were strict parameters on what kind of projects could be funded, and so the arts was one, and these capital improvement projects were another, and that's why I think you saw the money go to Youngstown Estates, go to some of these larger art projects and performing arts centers. So we got Dior, which is our symphony, Stamba, which is a huge auditorium that has historical value, that holds so many meetings and events in the Valley, and then the Butler Art, which is our local art museum. We also have got money for the Youngstown Incubator, which we're continuing to build and spin off businesses, so I think that that's incredibly important that we continue that funding stream to the Youngstown Incubator as they're turning out positions that these students from Youngstown State that are here today can stay in Youngstown and work. And so I think that all in all, although some were left out that I think really did a good job in their submission, I think that the Valley was properly represented, and I think it was fair.